All right, let's solve this together. So what we're going to look at is we're looking at problem 4B from the PowerPoint, and I'm going to start by doing what looks like the butterfly method. I'm going to take 6 times quantity 3x plus 2, bring down the subtraction sign, take 4 times quantity x minus 1, and set it equal to 1. Don't forget to then push the bottoms together. I'm going to glance back just to make sure that I did write this down correctly. That all looks good. Okay, coming back here, I'm going to distribute the 6 to get 18x plus 12. Distribute the negative 4x, I have negative 4x plus 4. And on the bottom, when I FOIL, I have front, outside, inside, and last. Okay, combining like terms in the front top, 18 minus 4 is 14x. 12 plus 4 is going to be 16. All over 3x squared minus x minus 2 equals 1. How do we go about solving this? Well, one way is to cross multiply. So when I take 1 times this quantity, I'm still left with 14x plus 16. Take 1 times this quantity, I have 3x squared minus x minus 2. Multiplying by 1 doesn't change anything. Let me grab a calculator. Now I'm going to move these two terms to the right-hand side, and the reason for that is I want to keep the leading coefficient positive. I have nothing left on the right-hand side. 3x squared minus 15x minus 18. All three terms are divisible by 3, and I think that we can make this much easier if we divide them by 3. So factoring out of 3, 15, 18. Divide by that 3 out front. 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 0 divided by anything is 0. Then we ask ourselves, is it possible for us to solve using the factoring method? If not, we'd use the quadratic formula. What multiplies equal negative 6 and combines to give you negative 5. Negative 6, positive 1. Let's see, multiplies and combines. It's really easy for students to want to say negative 2 and negative 3 because that combines to give you a negative 5, but negative 2 and negative 3 don't multiply to give you a negative 6. That would give you a positive 6. X minus 6 and x plus 1 are the two factors. Set each factor equal to 0, and I add 6 to get 6, and I subtract 1 to get negative 1. But this doesn't mean these are the answers. So now I have to go back and I got to make sure this works. So if I come back here, let's start with 6. Because this original equation has variables in the denominator, I need to make sure that by plugging in 6 and negative 1, neither denominator ends up with 0. So let's start with 6. 6 minus 1, that's not 0. 3 times 6 is 18 plus 2, that's not 0. So that means 6 works. I'm going to come back here, I'm going to verify this works. Let's try negative 1. Negative 1. Okay, well, negative 1 and negative 1 is negative 2. And 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Negative 3 plus 2, that's not 0 either. That means for this particular problem, both 6 and negative 2 are solutions.